morning, Gills fans, and welcome to the second Matchday experience in association with the Gills blog. Thanks to the boys for letting me get involved. Looking forward to it. Excuse the hair. It's what time? 5 to 9 Saturday morning. Don't know why I've not taken advantage of the chance to have a lay-in, but excited for the day ahead. So yeah, we'll be going right through from right now, journey up before the game, a little bit of half-time analysis, try and get the boys involved as well that are coming along with me, Stocky, Boz, and I think we've got Charlie coming in the car as well today. And then hopefully some analysis after the game of another 3 points. But right now, I'm going to let you crack on with your morning, and I'm going to get some much needed essentials. Obviously we're not leaving for another couple of hours or so yet, because relatively local this away game, which is nice, but just making sure we've got everything in. So we've got the beloved Jill shirt, love the badge, give it a tap. Jacket there, might have to take a waterproof as well, because apparently the weather's meant to be awful today. Charger pack and wallet, so we can have a few beers, something to eat obviously, keep us fed and watered. And the old charger pack will help me get through the day filming this. Just having a little catch up from local press in the week, and a look back at Chesterfield, where it went wrong, how we done well. Obviously bottom line, we picked up a good point. And obviously the biggest essential of them all, in a Gills cup obviously, caffeine. So now that I know we're all set, I've got everything ready to go. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that the missus is in bed having a lay-in, kids are still asleep, so a little bit addicted to this, so I'm going to have a couple of hours on the new FIFA. I will catch you lot later at the ground, in the build-up, and hope you all have a good day. Currently on route M20 at the moment. It's nearly 1 o'clock and it's absolutely chucking it down outside. So we're going to try and do some predictions. First we're going to predict whether the game's on or off. We've got Oz in the back looking all happy. And Charlie, Stocky on driving duty. What do we think today then, boys? Charlie, what do you think the score's going to be?
2-1.
To Gills, yeah? Beautiful, you can stay in the car. Boz?
2-1 Gills, because we're probably going to concede.
Yes, clean sheets are not our thing. Stocky, what we think?
I want to go 3-0, but we ain't going to keep clean.
3-0?
So I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1 after concede.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with a 2 in the back. I think I'm going to go 2-1 today.
One's going to slip through Nelson's hands.
One's going to do what?
With the weather, it's going to slip through someone's hands, mate.
Oh, you don't need the weather to help. There you go then, people. No worries going now. 4 wins. 3 2-1s and 1 3-1. I've just arrived at the ground, and the good news is the weather's a lot better than it was earlier. Sun's out, blue sky. Team news, not so much. Another injury, it looks like. Scott Wagstaff's not involved today. Team looks to be 3-4-3/3-5-2, maybe 3-6-1. Your guess is as good as mine. Couple of kids on the bench again. Hesse back on the bench, no Cody, Donnelly's on the bench. Could be an interesting 90 minutes. Just en route now, a couple of minutes away from the stadium. Going to try and find a drink, find something to eat, and then make our way in.
You can't build a stadium.
Ridiculous. They should just
Really terrible flick.
4 double cheeseburgers, please.
Only one man. Highlight of the day. Going home. Burger. Decent ale.
Rainbow.
There's a rainbow outside. Other than that, that's about it. I'm not going to do the match analysis yet. I'll try and wait a couple of hours and then go a bit more in depth, and that was rubbish. That would be generous. No shape, no fluidity, no guts, no passion.
Didn't play formation.
Yeah. What was the shape second half?
Donnelly's position.
Maybe Donnelly won't be back. His name went on his shirt.
Get some straws in a minute and we can clutch at them. All in all, absolutely appalling. There's a lot of fans in there today that are starting to lose patience. Nothing from the bench second half, just stood there arms folded, just letting it happen, it seems. Something's got to change, it's got to change fast. Otherwise we're going to be spending the whole season, I think, in the bottom half at best. Right, just got back from Wimbledon away. Had a couple of hours now to digest and try to understand what that was that we watched this afternoon, because to be quite frank, it wasn't good enough. So you could probably count the number of players on less than a hand that come out of that performance with any credit. Stuart Nelson's probably one. He's made a couple of saves, he's had no chance with the goals, and he was genuinely tidy in what he did. Max, Aymar and Desi Oshalaja worked hard, put their bodies on the line. I don't want to dig out Josh Pask again, but it's another penalty he's conceded, and he's just lack of thinking is, I don't know, shockingly worrying. From where I was stood, it looked like he'd grappled with the fella in the box for the second goal. Referee warns him, says stop it, and literally 10 seconds later he just pulls the geezer to the floor. Any amount of management or systems or anything can't legislate for that. It's just stupidity. And while we're talking about that, the first goal is ridiculous as well. Donnelly's decided to go back to Nelson from the halfway line and left it woefully short, and it's left Polly on with a simple tap in. And ironically, we actually looked quite solid defensively up until that point, but from then on we were a shambles. Shape went, discipline went. We was all over the show. We looked panicked with it. We looked misshaped, unbalanced without the ball. And you was just praying to get to half time at 1-0 down. Obviously the penalty didn't help, and we didn't manage that. Second half, is it better than the first? Probably. Is that any glowing reference? Not really. What have we created going forward? J. Emmanuel Thomas again was a passenger first half before getting withdrawn at the break. And then we've picked up 2 more injuries. Wagstaff apparently has got a calf strain which rules him out. Bradley Dack pulls up with an hamstring problem after 15 minutes. And again, it's more muscular problems. Surely there's got to be something wrong with the way we're training or with the medical department. I mean, I'm no expert, but the repetitive nature of these things is becoming an absolute joke, an absolute shambles. I think I tweeted on the way home that we can now put out an 11 of players that are injured or unavailable, if you include the likes of Bailey Cargill and Jamie O'Hara, who's just left the club. That conversation's for another day, I won't go into that. But then to compound everything, after you've played badly, not created a lot, not been great, looked disjointed, ill-disciplined, Rory Donnelly goes and gets himself sent off for apparently making an obscene gesture at the home fans towards the end of the game. Again, we go back to lack of discipline, lack of common sense, lack of thinking. Josh Pask, as I've mentioned, he's making the same mistakes over again for penalties. And then Rory Donnelly goes and gets himself a ban for the most stupid of things. You've got beat, you just have to rise above it, not go flicking the middle finger, as has been reported, which is just, for me, it's just brain dead. There's just no thinking there at all. I'm sure he'd be dealt with internally. But from fans' point of view and from his teammates' point of view, we're going to have him missing for another couple of games on top of all the injuries. there's not much else to say. It wasn't good. We made a bang average side look decent. We've handed it to them on a plate again and gifted them 3 points. Not the best away day. Got soaked leaving the ground, getting back to the car. That's about it. I'm going to get changed, have a shower, have some dinner, and try and forget what's just happened.